somehow. Yeah. What up, party people? What up, what up, what up? Welcome to a new, fresh episode of Live from the Lab with yours truly, qunique. Let's get that. I got, yo, we got to upload a longer applause. Let me see who's in the room today. Let me see. Got Mir Dev, what's going on? The Unicorn, the Albanian Syndicate, Adrian, McQueen, Jason, what up, son? Robin Mayer, the Machiavelli, Andrea, Behike. Yes, party people, we are here today, and I'm excited to be here today. Let's have some fun. I'm going to show you some cool things, some collectibles that, yes, sir, Machiavelli, definitely, man. I was actually tightening up some rhymes yesterday, getting ready to include some of the people that I want to collaborate with. So I'm just getting certain verses ready for them so that when we send off the MP3 and all of that stuff, they have everything prepared. So I've been, getting ready for that part of the album. Pretty much the whole album is pretty much done. And now we're up to that part of like, what's up with the, the features. So that's the deal. I'm not going to say who yet until everything's locked. But so far, we got my man, Mr. Mech. For those that know Mr. Mech from QN5 and a lot of other amazing things, including his supreme reign on the podcast circuit as well. He's definitely locked in, already got his verse, so that's one feature I could talk about right now, or just mention, basically. Who else we got? John Milburn, what's going on? Arkansas Cracker, what's going on? Today's agenda on the Super Chat. First of all, if this is the first time you locking in to Live from the Lab with qunique, please hit that subscribe button, that notification button. Stay with us, man. We already up to episode number 9, and there's plenty to go moving forward. Today's Super Chats, I want to share some very rare artwork that I have. It's a very rare piece. One of them is like 2 of 10 that were made, and the other one I'm considering auctioning off. So today's Super Chat is for that possible auction of one of these posters that I want to throw up. I'm sure one of you guys are a fan of this poster once I show it off during the Super Chat climb. We got 10. We're going for 10 Super Chats, so that's the deal with that. I don't want to talk about it too much. I'll probably remind you again in the middle of the set. But 10 Super Chats and get to show off some cool artwork, one of them possibly going up for auction. So that's the deal with the Super Chats. Today's subject, which we're going to get to in a moment because I want to show off some cool stuff. But today's subject, I want to talk about some bands and some hip-hop acts that might, certain albums or just bands and hip-hop acts in general that might have flown under the radar. I hate using that term. Oh, snap. Articulated Ninja going with it. Yeah, son. There we go. Salute to you, nephew. That's the deal. Salute to you. Thank you, baby. What I was saying was I want to talk about these bands and these hip-hop acts that might have flew underneath the radar, but I personally believe that their music and what they produced is so powerful that I believe it's time for me to do a flower hour. If you get my, I want to give flowers to these particular bands and hip hop acts. So we'll get into that in a minute. But the Roots. Yes, Machiavelli. Definitely, but I might dig deeper than that. I might be digging a little deeper than that. I might be educating y'all on some new stuff, or maybe you heard about what some of the bands and hip-hop acts that I'm going to mention, and maybe you'll agree, or maybe you might have questions. So we'll get to that in a second. The first part of this episode is what I want to do is I want to show off a collection of mine. I'm going to start getting into showing off. Now, when I do the collectibles, it's going to be music-based 99% of the time. First of all, let me get a little sip. I mean, I think I might have shown off this cut before, but shout out to my man Pharoah Monch. Yeah, I mean, Organized Confusion. This is one of my homies. I love this dude. Toured with him, built with him, broke bread, the whole nine. Pharoah Monch, one of the greatest lyricists of all time, and same as myself, he's a multi-genre artist. Pharoah Monch has the 13, his rock band, and for those that know his legacy, he's one of the sickest lyricists to ever spit on this planet. So shout out to Pharoah Monch. Oh, snap. There we go, Andrea. Getting them super chats in, baby. Gonna show off some cool stuff. Okay, let's get to the first part of this show today. What I want to show to you, today's music collection, I want to show you the collection that my son and I have accumulated of picture discs. Some of these are great, some of these are hilarious, but overall, I'm a sucker for picture discs. So check this out. Let's start with number one. This one you probably wouldn't have thought this would have been in my collection. So this is the deal. This one is ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, something you wouldn't have thought I would have had. And it's such a cool picture disc. It's one of their biggest albums. I'm not sure how many copies this has sold, but the artwork has just always been beautiful to me. It looks like a UFO or something or whatever have you. Out of the Blue is the name of the album. What's the hit on here? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. Mr. Blue Sky is like, everybody knows that song. That's been in so many movies. I think it was in Something About Mary or one of those comedies or whatever have you. But this is the ELO picture disc. It's really sick, really cool stuff. That's number one. Let's get to the next one. Now, this is another one you probably didn't think I would have. Yeah, Playing Dead in the house, ladies and gentlemen. That's the home. Yo, that band right there, Playing Dead, that's another. I'm going to be talking about them in the next episode, in the next time I do an episode like this. But Playing Dead is a band that has been putting in the work. Their music is just what I consider just beautiful music. You got to give them, just go on YouTube, type in Playing Dead band, and check out all their videos. Just really good songwriting, really good music. Please do yourself a favor. I would consider it alternative rock. I think that's around there. Jamie in the house, son. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that Yellow album is sick. All right, so here's my next picture disc. Check this out. Tyler, the Creator, his latest album. I had to snatch this one. This is pretty sick. It's got like this, what I would call, because I'm an OG, I would call this like more of a graffiti character. But it's pretty cool, man. I thought this was cool. I have a lot of love for Tyler and his music. I loved his latest album. This is like a test pressing, actually, and this was on sale, and I copped it right away. So that's the deal. That's the Tyler, the Creator joint. This next one is pretty cool because this actually marks an experience of mine. So I don't know. Oh, 2001, obviously over 20 years ago. Tribal Gear, the clothing company Tribal Gear, brought me out to Japan to do a couple of sets. And one of them was for an event called B-Boy Park that happened. I don't know if it still happens in Japan, but it was a big event. And I was able to cop or get a hold of one of the picture discs to commemorate my trip to Japan to perform. It was wild, man, because it was in a big like stadium area, and they had cameras on cranes and all. It was sick, man. And on the other side, there's a Doze Green piece for those graph heads that know who Doze Green is. It's like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, that's a legend right there. Let's see. On this, it says featured artists Kool Herc, Tony Touch, Kicking the Can, Rock T, Rough Rhymers, Fear in the Universe. I didn't make the cut, but I was actually there when they handed this, so there was no way I was going to be on this album. But this is pretty cool, man. That's from That's from B-Boy Park in Japan. David Stanley, what up? What's going on? John Milburn, of course, dropping some dope knowledge right there. Okay, next. My son got me this for my birthday recently. And what's special about this is that my brother, James, who passed away, rest in peace to my brother, James, he was a big fan of this collective. And who I'm talking about, the Fat Boys. This is an actual record. Look at the shape of this, man. This is crazy. And it's the collaboration that they did with the Beach Boys, which is such a fascinating collaboration. And this is when the Fat Boys just got larger than life as far as their celebrity status and all of that. So that's the deal. The Fat Boys, this is the Wipeout and Crushin' single. This is dope, man. I got to put this in a frame, man. That's that one. There you go. Okay. This next one, I'm actually happy that I copped this. To get this out the plastic. Some of these, I was in Amsterdam on tour with the Arsonists, or might have been Nonfiction, I don't remember. And I found this Slipknot picture 7-inch. It's really, really cool. Vermilion is on it. I can't see what the other side is. The writing is kind of hard to make out in the little box and everything. But this is a Slipknot picture disc 7. Oh, we got a little the unicorn showing some love. We got 3 of 10, ladies and gentlemen. 3 of 10 super chats. We might hit that super chat real early, man. Yeah, Jason, you know the deal. Remember how Jimmy was a big fan of the Fat Boy? Jamie with the you. There we go, baby. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. So that's the Slipknot 7-inch picture. This is another one I got to put in a frame, man. It shouldn't be out like that. Now, this next one, this is a series. I got to crack this one out of the plastic. I bought this in a flea market somewhere. And I always been fascinated with this band as everyone else has been. And it's one of my Gene Simmons 7-inch picture discs. It's an interview. It's Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley being interviewed on a picture disc. It's so odd to me that they put an interview on a picture disc, but it's still cool. I got to put this in the frame. The Slipknot one was Vermilion. I don't know if there was another track on there, but it's from that Subliminal Verses album, Vermilion. That's a dope track, actually. That's my favorite Slipknot album, is that one, the Rick Rubin album. Oh, I got another one from Kiss. Now, this Kiss song, to me, is my all-time favorite Kiss song. And on top of that, I think it's one of my top 10 most favorite songs ever recorded, produced, whatever have you, video, everything. So these are vinyl. This is vinyl. This is Kiss, Lick It Up, on a picture disc vinyl. Like, this plays, man. Look at the shape of this, man. So it's Lick It Up and Not for the Innocent. Look, you got Kiss without the makeup. And on this side is Lick It Up. I think every time I hear this song, Lick It Up, I am smiling from ear to ear. There's this joke that me and Fieldy have where whenever we're at like a karaoke type situation, he's like, Q, you got to sing Lick It Up. Because he knows. He and I share that enthusiasm. This is one of the greatest songs because it makes you smile. If a song can make you smile, then it's accomplished a great thing. And that's how I feel about Lick It Up. Stephen Steele, where do you go? From Halifax, Nova Scotia. Salute to you. I would love to come to Nova Scotia. You kidding me? Kidding me? Let's do it, man. Get the promoters and booking agents at me, man. All right, next picture disc. Here we go. Now, for those that know me, you have to know how important this album is to me. And that is Criminal Minded, Boogie Down Productions. To me, one of the most important hip-hop albums ever made on planet Earth. I've probably shown this before when I talked about KRS-One, but me having this, like, the only thing that I'm missing now is I used to have it on tape. That's gone. But this album, and I know you guys know this. There's either some rappers or rock bands or country. There's always that one album that just rode with you through a chapter in your life, a volatile or just very important moment in your life. And for me, it was Criminal Minded. Criminal Minded was a companion for me during some crazy times in my life. And it was, I can't explain it, but you guys understand. There's that album, doesn't matter what genre, but there's that specific album in your life that just becomes that. And for me, it's Criminal Minded. That's one of those albums. There's other albums, but Criminal Minded is one of them. Yes, rest in peace to Scott LaRock, for real. Robert Mayer, what's up? Let's go. Let's go next. All right, this is a cool one. And I think this is one of the most unique bands on the planet. And I'm talking about Demon Days with the Gorillas. Look at this. Look at this. 1 member, 2 member, 3 member, 4 member. Look at that. That's genius, man. That's some crazy market. I mean, all picture discs are awesome. This is sick, man. Like, and the Gorillas is just the most hybrid band you could think of, man. There's so many influences in their music that it's just amazing. They're just an amazing band. Words can't even describe how amazing that band is, man. It's the Gorillas, man. You know the deal, man. You know the deal. That's right, Albanian Syndicate. You know the deal on that. Boogie Down. I wish I could remember the rhymes to that joint. Okay, here's another important band. And their impact is just insane to me, man. And I've been fortunate to have met 2 members of the band. On top of the fact, the Arsonists, we sampled them, and they were gracious enough to allow us the sample. On top of the fact, they gave us a mention in Rolling Stone magazine. And I'm talking about Rage Against the Machine. Look at that, man. Killing in the Name of, Bomb Track. Y'all know this first crazy, awesome album. So the image is this is an image that stays in your brain, man. This band, they have a purpose and they have a mission, and I respect them for it. And this is their first album, and it's this is dope thing to have in the collection right there. Rage Against the Machine. This next album, now, as I said, De La, that's what's up. Divine, I got you, Divine. I got you. Okay, this next band, as I mentioned about Boogie Down Productions, this next band is as equally as important to me. And recently they had a loss. So before I show this, I want to say rest in peace to the great Brent Hines. And I'm talking about Mastodon. Mastodon, for those that know me, is one of my all-time favorite bands. They could do no wrong. I think every single album of theirs is a masterpiece. I am a big fan of Mastodon. And here we are, The Hunter. There's the flip side, all the dudes. It's a dope album. I love Mastodon. I think my favorite Mastodon album is Emperor of Sand. And I've been fortunate to have seen them several times in concert. I love those guys. Shout out to Mastodon for real. That's the deal. Okay, this is another sick one. I think my homie Crazy Legs gave me this. Let me see if I can get. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is open. I could take this out the plastic. And that is one of my all-time favorite lyricists, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about Nas. Nas, the Hip Hop is Dead single. That's a crazy. This got to go in the frame, man, with his logo in the back. But the great Nasir Jones, one of the greatest lyricists to ever grace the planet. What My favorite Nas albums, obviously, like everybody else, Illmatic. But look, I love pretty much all of Nas's work. But to me, his first Magic album, because there's three. Magic 1, I could play that without skipping a track. There's dope other Nas albums, but that Magic album, for some reason, you know what it is? It caught me at a certain time in my career where I was reevaluating and watching Nas go into action with King's Disease and Magic and everything that he was doing. You know, no one had ever seen Nas move that much, and it was very powerful and motivational. And so, shout out to Nas. And this is a dope little collector right here. Let me put this right here. Next. Okay, down to my last two, and then we're going to get into the subject. So I left these last two. Yeah, it was written as definitely dope. Yes, the guy part 2 is right. Yes, sir. Jason Machiavelli. I love y'all. Yeah, y'all are going in. Yes, Playing Dead, exactly. Magic 1 is just, to me, it's unskippable. It's like it's a perfect Nas album. And he has a few, but I love that album. Anyway, so I'll save these last two for last because of, what's up, Ehike? Thank you. We're at number 5 of the super chats, y'all. Remember, we get to 10. You know the deal. I'm going to show you some crazy artwork. One of them I might be auctioning off. Let's see where the interest is. All right, so I saved these two for last because of my family. For those that don't know, I'm a member of the Rocksteady crew. I have been for quite some time. I got down as an MC, so don't get it twisted. I'm not there as a b-boy. I'm not a breaker like that. Although I have danced in some music videos, but that's not my gig. I'm a lyricist. But that being said, the first piece is this. It's the DJ Scratch connection, but that right there is the late, the great, the legendary Buck 4 of the Rocksteady crew who had passed away. Rest in peace, Buck 4. It's crazy to have this. This is a dope piece to have Buck 4 on a picture disc is crazy, man. Much love to Buck 4. Buck 4 is actually, and Jason knows this, Buck 4 is the first Rocksteady member that we met, myself and Jason DeGaglia. We were on his grandfather's block, my grandmother's block, and his brother Flex and Buck used to come to the block. They were hanging with the older dudes like White Boy Lou and all of that. So rest in peace, Buck 4. And that ties into my final piece. This is sick. I've been looking for this piece for years. So when it finally went up on eBay, I didn't care what I was going to pay. Oh, snap. Jamie with another. There we go. And Victoria. Whoop. And Victoria, there you go. Gorilla Strong, salute to you. Unsubscribe. What's up? Welcome. All right, so this next one is the last picture disc I'm going to show. It's for my family, Rocksteady, and that is, look at this, man, the Up Rock single picture disc. This is a beautiful piece. This I have to frame. This is an iconic Doze Green art piece. You got Crazy Legs, Ken Swift, Doze, Buck, Cootie, and Baby Love, all drawn graffiti characters by Doze on the back. Got the Up Rock characters for the Up Rock single. Like this is just, when I found this, Jason DeGaglia, there we go. That's my brother right there. Where we at? 7. We had 7 super chats. But this is a beautiful piece. If you ever go over to eBay and find this, I say you snatch it. This is very hard to find, man. It's a beautiful piece. And that's a bulk of my picture disc collection. Okay. All right, well, hold up. Let me get a little fuel here. There we go. Okay. So, today's subject, what I wanted to talk about was some bands and some hip hop acts. Look, I premised this by saying I personally don't like using this term, but to make you guys understand what I'm talking about. And this is going to be an ongoing thing that I want to do. It's not going to be consecutive. I'm going to gather some more and talk about it on a later episode. But these are bands and hip hop acts that, or just recording artists in general, that I feel like have been under the radar, but what they bring musically is just amazing. Okay, so that's the subject. And obviously you could chime in on the chat and do me a favor. And I'll do my best to put links or whatever have you, but do me a favor. Don't say new metal. You got it, Thing Glizzy. I don't think I have any new metal on here. I don't like the genre names either. So I'll just say just recording artists, okay? But for all intents purposes, I'm probably gonna have to use some genre categories just to steer people, and then from there you come to your own conclusions what you want to consider these bands and hip hoppers and whatever have you. Okay, so let me get this ready first. The first band that I want to talk about, let's get over here. The first band that I want to talk about is a band called Droid. Droid, to me, first of all, I've been fortunate that I gotten a chance to watch Droid live. It was early when I was running with Korn, and they happened to be on the Family Values run, and that was the first time I met Jamie, who's a good friend of mine. I've known him for quite some time now, and I got to see these guys perform, and it was intense. And then when I went to listen, look at that. When I went to listen to the album, I was just blown away. The quality. This is pure punch you in the face with a smile metal. This shit right here is just well written, perfect execution, and awesomely produced. I love this band, and it's one of those things where when you listen to this band, you just know that they belong on like higher up on the totem pole. Like the quality, everything that they're doing is exactly what you want in a metal album. I recently heard a track. I was at Jamie's house. We were doing some writing. David saying, yes, Chino from the Deftones is on a track. And I just heard a track that they're about to release called Fear the Pariah. And I remember just being frozen for a second. Like, what? Like, it was just powerful, man. It was just, oh my God, dude. Like, it was just, it's perfect metal to me. And I believe that these guys, like, I'm going to repeat myself, they belong just way higher on the totem pole. They belong. Droid is in the chat. Like my man Jamie right there, that's one of the guitar players from Droid. Please show him some love. I got so much. That's my homie right there. That's a real dude right there. He's the dope dude. He's also we get into other things and all of that. Long Beach Originals. You gotta Google that. I don't know where we are, but we talking bands right now. And Droid is just for me. That it's on my playlist when I hit up Gold's Gym. Like, it's like that. I need to see these guys on the road with Metallica. I need to see these guys on the road with Gojira. I need to see these guys, like that, like Stadium. Like these guys, they're dope, man. I hats off. I write music with Jamie, and it's dope stuff. Droid, my God, man, like it's just. And the thing is, the album, Bruce, what up, son? Bruce from Droid. There we go. That's what's up. Salute to y'all, man. I love Droid. just powerful, man. When people do metal right, it just the light goes off. You know, it doesn't give you that awkward, like, you know, like some people like myself, I'll do a little metal. It might be a little unorthodox, little odd. That's cool, whatever. I'm talking about myself. But Droid, that shit is 100% bullseye. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all check out that album and get ready for Fear the Pariah. It's coming out soon. I don't know what date they got on it, but you gotta check this band out, man. I can't say enough, man. James, what's up? What's up? Another Droid member. That's the deal, buddy. Salute to Droid. Ladies and gentlemen, show Droid love. Make sure you go on Spotify, whatever your streaming services, lock it in, and get ready for Fear the Pariah. That's what's up. Okay, now, we're going to get to the hip-hop. I have to mention this album. For my hip-hop heads, this album right here, to me, Diamond District, In the Rough, this is a perfect hip-hop album. Unskippable. When somebody says to me, I want to hear some real hip hop, if it crosses my mind, I think of Diamond District instantly. Odyssey just went nuts on the production. The beats, every MC on here is just bars, like just it's just chocked full of bars, man. What an album. It's just a special hip-hop album. It's like, oh my God, just if you're a hip-hop head and you haven't, let me show that one more time. If you haven't heard this album, please do yourself a favor and go and listen to this album. It's boom bap to the 10th power, just perfectly put together. This dude Odyssey is just a G with the beats. You just gotta get into it, man. I can't say enough. My favorite. Look, it's hard for me to pick a favorite track on any of these. Oh, by the way, just rewinding back to Droid for a second. They have a track called "Vengeance Is Mine," and your boy's first solo debut is "Vengeance Is Mine." So I'm forever connected to Droid, son. Salute to Droid. But Diamond and now Diamond District, they have a song called In the Rough. I have a song called Diamond in the Rough. It's kind of weird that I put these two groups in the beginning, man, because I'm just connected by title and just by pure love for both Droid and Diamond District. Both of them have put together perfect albums, whether in metal or hip hop. Please do yourself a favor and check out both of these groups and just enjoy, man. Just enjoy. Okay, next. We're going to go back to metal now. Okay, let me just get this right. Boom, I'm doing good. Yes. Okay, now, this is another metal band we're going to get into. This is Anciients. I was speaking to Jamie early, and I mentioned this band. This band, in my mind, first of all, my son put me up on this band. And what's weird is when I started investigating, I don't remember how it happened. I don't know if I don't remember how, but I think the singer or the guitar player got at me, and we found out that we both mutual fans of each other's music, and that meant the world to me, because as soon as I heard this band, before even meeting them, I was just blown away. They have this album out right now. Wait, let me get my my notes together. So they have the album out right now, Beyond the Reach of the Sun. It's a masterpiece. The way I describe their music, I call their music beautiful metal. It's beautiful metal to me. And what I mean by that is it's so melodic and so vibish, and then it comes with this heavy punch, and it's just, you know, I was talking to my homie Jamie from Droid earlier, and he likens, I know he hasn't heard Ancients yet, but whenever the way I described it, he kind of like put it in the Tool category. And I guess I kind of said if you took Pink Floyd and then twisted them into metal, you kind of got something like Ancients. They are just everything about them I just was attracted to. The vocals is just so distinct. The singer just has a very distinct vocal tone. So I'm a sucker for that. For those that know, you know I do vocals aside from lyricists, so I'm always paying attention to that right away. The first time I heard them was an album called Voice of the Void, and they have this song called Buried in Sand, and it's just, to me, it's a perfect metal song. I know I use the word perfect enough, but it's just, that's how I describe stuff like that, man. So, Bananas, did you send a super chat? I'm sorry if I missed it. I didn't see it pop up on the screen, so let's see, but I'll still give you, you might have to check on your end. You might have to check on your end. Definitely got to get String Stretcher on this if he's in the house. Scott, what up, Scott? We're going to get into that. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother Scott, the guitar player from Mother Fuzz. We're going to talk about Mother Fuzz in a little bit. But getting back into Ancients, they just won a Juno. They're just a very dope metal band, and you should definitely check them out. They have vibe plus metal. It's just perfect combination. I love Ancients, man. So definitely check them out. Okay. All right, we're going to get back into some hip-hop now. All right, check this out. Let's see if you know this one. I'm not sure, Bananas. I'll take your word for it. I'll definitely take your word for it. I can't check right now because I'm obviously live, but I'll take your word for it, brother. Okay, so this next album, this is Milano Constantine. This is The Way We Were, produced by DJ Skiz and Marco Polo. Those guys are G's, great producers. This is what I would consider another perfect hip-hop album. Milano is another dude that is just, my goodness, he's just a bar king. Like Milano's been in the band, he's been in the circle for a minute. Ties to digging in the crates. Like, this is Milano Constantine. The kid is sick with it. And this album is like the perfect combination of the golden era, bringing it into today. You know, Milano is just, once again, let me show that cover once again in case for those that didn't get it. You gotta check out this album, man. It's just one of those albums that I remember texting him, like, just certain punchlines that he was throwing on the songs, and I was just blown away. And, you know, from one lyricist to another, I was just like, yo, you said this. And he was like laughing. He was like, yo, I knew you would get that, Q. You know, one of those things. Milano is a G. I always salute him. He's just sick with it, man. And the beats are just killer. Please make sure you check out that album. Okay, where are we up to now? Let me prep the next cover there. Okay. All right, this is a must. This is a must. I hope you're enjoying this one, man. Like, I'm having fun doing this. I have to give flowers to these bands, and I'm going to be doing episodes like this, so a lot of y'all could, you know, rep from the slums is bar. Yes. All good, Bananas. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out, man. But I got you, man. Overall, we had 7 super chats. Oh, we're at 9 super chats. My bad. Thank you. I got the staff correcting the math right there. I'm going to be doing this. I'm definitely going to be talking about Playing Dead in the next episode and a few others, but this is important to me. We got to spread love. This is how we keep the community thriving, man. Look, some people have the advantage. They got the sick rollout. They got the dope promo. But I feel like some bands, some artists just don't have that advantage. And so we got to spread the word, because some people like Droid, like Milano, like the Ancients, like Diamond District, they put in the work where they create these beautiful pieces of work, and we got to spread the word. So I got to give flowers. This is the flower hour, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? This is it. Okay. Where we at? So, Felix Toro. Yeah. Thanks, Pops. I appreciate that. We had 10. Okay. So before I get into the next band, I'm going to show off. We're at the 10th super chat. So I'm going to start off. Let me put this one down here. I don't want to show the one that I might auction off. This one is sick. This is an art piece that this artist did. His name is Ripsy. I never met him, but he did this piece. I think he DM'd a bunch of us, and it's just, let me show it first. Let me move the mic a little bit. Check this out, yo. This is, what he did was a collage. He drew everything on here, and it's a collage of some of the lyricists from, like dudes that drop bars, man. So here we go. Check this out. Look at this. He put a bunch of MCs. He drew every single MC on this piece. This is 1 of 10, I think, or something like that. Let me see. What's the number here? Damn it. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Give me a second. Oh, I got number 2 of 10. I don't know who got number 1. But on this piece, I'm going to look at it. I got Rakim on here. I see I'm frozen. I see Eminem. I see Slain. I see Ill Bill. I see Blockhead. I see R.A. I see Cage. I see Chino XL, rest in peace. Kumo D, Cool G Rap, Sean Strange. Immortal Technique. I see myself. I think that's Sticky Fingers. Ice-T. Snack the Ripper. Sean Price. Mercules. Sick Jackin'. Outer Space. There's a lot of crazy pieces in here. Now, I can't auction this one off. I thought he should have sold this shit, but this shit is dope as shit, man. I got to get this in the frame. I wanted to share this with y'all. There's other people I didn't mention. I don't want to mess it up. I think I know some of them, but some dope. There's some dope artwork. Okay, the next one. This next one, I'm thinking about auctioning this off. Let me know what y'all are thinking. But this is an authentic promo poster for the first Arsonist album. Thinking about throwing this one up on eBay. What y'all think, man? I might even throw it in a frame and make it really fly. But this was all over New York City when Arsonist, when we dropped our first album, As the World Burns. I already have one of these framed. This is an extra one that I have. So you let me know. Do you think I should be auctioning this off? Let me know if you would want to get one of these, man. This is a cool little piece. I got plenty other posters. I want to keep on showing these on the next episode. But that right there, that Arsonist poster, man, I'm telling you, man, that was that's a rare, at this point, that's a rare piece, man. That's Matador, son. Now I'm gonna thank you for that, Playing Dead. Thank you for that, Playing Dead. That's right, Machiavelli. You know you want in that. You know you want in on that poster, man. Let me know. Let me know if I should auction it and what price I should start it at. Let me get a little sip. Get a little sip here. All right. Getting back. I think it was Phil G. What up? Salute to you. Martin Vasquez. Right, Martin? Let me know if I should auction it off. Or maybe we'll do a contest or something. Let me think about I got sticker packs and all types of stuff that I would like to just, we'll get into that in a second. Okay, now, this is my last artist or art that, going in the discussion of Beneath the Radar and all of that stuff. This is the last band that I'm going to talk about for today's episode. This band right here, poster and the signed CD, is a dope combo. Thank you for that, Jason. I appreciate that. So this band right here, this is another band that my son put me up on. And the name of this band is Car Seat Headrest. It's hard for me to explain. I hate using the term indie rock because I feel like people get lost with the terms and the subjects or the categories sometimes. I just like them as just a really solid rock band, but they just bring so much more to the table. Um, this album is a masterpiece, in my opinion. Everything from the musicality, the vocals, the intention, the fact that they have this courage about them. They have songs that are like 8 minutes long, 10 minutes. The same with Ancients that I mentioned earlier, like that old school metal, like 10-minute song vibes. This band, Car Seat Headrest, it's so hard to explain what it is that they are. I usually just tell people indie rock, but I just feel like that just does it. It's like calling Alice in Chains grunge rock. I can't do that. Like Alice in Chains is just so much more than grunge rock or Soundgarden. And it's the same with Car Seat Headrest. To just call them indie rock is just, I don't know, man. They just have this. At times it's very pretty. At times it's very punk rock. At times the vocals remind me of like a Beach Boys harmony, beautiful. And at times the vocals just cut and it's just perfect. And The Scholars is the album that I just showed off. And they have another album. I can't think of it at the moment. But what's fascinating about Car Seat Headrest is that they're signed to Matador. And again, another band that I'm connected to in some way, shape, or form. They have an album that my son was playing earlier. It's called Twin Fantasy, and that album is sick. And they're signed to Matador, which the Arsonists, we were signed to Matador when we started. So it was kind of cool to make that connection with a band that I actually really like. They're a vibe band, man. There's nothing heavy about it. It's more heavy in content, what they're talking about. The lyrical content is just really well written, well produced, well put together, well crafted rock. But not typical rock, man. They take you on a ride, and it's beautiful. It's powerful. It's sad and happy at the same time. It's just really put together really well. One of my favorite bands, current bands, man. They're putting in work. They're touring. They got a lot of music out. Their followership is really up there, and it's just really good vibe music, man. And they're geniuses, in my opinion. So if you get a chance, definitely check out Car Seat Headrest, along with the other bands that I mentioned. Let's go back on the list again. Droid, for that punch you in the face with a happy smile metal, that perfect metal. Then we get to Diamond District, perfect hip-hop album. Then we get to the Ancients, beautiful metal. That combination, that vibe metal. Then we get to my homie Milano Constantine. Again, perfect hip-hop executed, bars. And then lastly, we get to Car Seat Headrest, just really good, a really good rock album. I heard them describe this new album, The Scholars, as a rock opera. And now I get it. When you listen to it, it just takes you on this journey of a very crazy situation. The story is just, you just got to hear it, man. I hope you can enjoy it, man, and just get into these albums. I'll do my best to leave names in the description later on when I get back to it. So let's go, man. Sepultura, of course, man, but that's a band that people know. That's an iconic band. What I was doing is just getting more into bands that I feel are just beneath the radar. I didn't want to do the obvious. I didn't want to say, Rakim, or those are obvious. Metallica, those are obvious for all of us. The Beatles, those are all obvious. And it's not taking away, man. I still listen to all of those bands and groups. That I don't think I'll ever stop listening to that. But I just wanted to pay homage to the people that just need spotlight. They need spotlight. Cloud Nothings, Peep Cloud Nothings, definitely will, man. Definitely will. I definitely will. Thank you for that, Playing Dead. Let me get into. I'm reading the chats right now. Let me bring the mic over. It was in the Fat Beast location, Machiavelli. It definitely was. I don't remember. Obviously that was 1998, 1999. So I don't obviously have a vivid memory of where I remember, the label at the time, Matador, had paid to get us, to Arsonist posted all over New York City. So our posters were just everywhere. And then they paid for the ad campaign in the subway. So we were just everywhere at that time when our album came out. So salute and much love to Matador. I love that label, man. To me, like I said about these bands, Matador is the perfect record label. But we're not going to get into Matador today. All right. So, couple of announcements. Let me see. Where do I got it? There we go. So the first announcement I want to get into, I always get into this, the new qunique merch. If you go into my posts on my YouTube page, David Stanley, thank you. David Stanley, you're correct. They were signed to Monkey's label at the time. Yes. And they're I know that they're gearing up to drop some music. Like I said, they play Jamie played a song for me, man, called Fear the Pariah. Dude, I was frozen. It was just perfect. Like the vocals were just and the everything, the riffage, the drumming, the production, it was just everything about it was just, when you're doing something in music and then you hear something and you're like, holy shit, that's where I wanted to get to. That's what I heard when Jamie played me this new Droid song called Fear the Pariah. Please prepare yourselves for that. So, Robin, thank you so very much, Robin. I really... No. Thank you so very much, Robin. Sorry, pushed the wrong button, but thank you. Salute to you and thank you for the love. I really appreciate. I know you always come to the live feeds. I think I've seen you also in live in the barbecue on Fridays in the barbecue. I believe I've seen you there. Matador was definitely dope. Jason, I'm gonna answer your question in a second, but first, little pause for a little plug in. So. We got the new qunique merch. It's called Designer Rhymes for those that didn't know. So here's a couple of pieces. I'm going to move the Droid. Of course, Droid. Like I said, move the Droid, didn't I? Look, you guys are stuck. You guys are stuck on me right now. I love Droid, man. Salute to Droid people. Please show love to Droid. Please do. If you love metal, Droid should be in your fucking playlist, man. Stop playing, man. That's perfect metal right there. So check this out. This is the Chestnut Checkers t-shirt. So what this is this is my new collection. The new qunique collection is called Designer Rhymes. It's my lyrics to certain songs in the design of the icon or the design on the shirt. So my song Chestnut Checkers, which is off of the Royal Blood album, is in the shape of a night piece. All the lyrics to chess, I don't know if this is both first and second verse, but I know the first verse is on here. Blood on my knuckles, son, done running from trouble. Double dare I pump slugs to rupture your bubble. Troubleshooter, it's safer to run to your computer. Keyboard criminal, kingpin, loser maneuver. Mr. Q to be the 7th round draft pick. 7 series, 7 crown, my 7 sound classic. Those lyrics are on this shirt right here. Then next, we got the Brooklyn Bronx Brooklyn lyrics on a journal. Every single piece that I'm showing you is spread across the board. And so what I mean is like Chestnut Checkers is t-shirt, hoodie, tank top, journal, and tote bag. So you could get any one with all my lyrics that this is, I was born in Brooklyn, New York, where if snitches were looking to talk, they got bagged by Louis Rocco and took for a walk. Dead in the trunk of a Cadillac, parked on the corner where I was off the head with a battle rap. All of those lyrics are right here in the shape of a Brooklyn bridge right there. My home, my birthplace, Brooklyn, baby. Brooklyn, stand up, son. This is the Brooklyn t-shirt. Shit is fly. And we also got the Brooklyn tote bag right there. Dope material, strong. You can put all your like heavy groceries or whatever have you in the bag and do your shopping, or go to Barnes and Nobles and throw some books up in that piece. But the link will be in the description if you want to order the new Designer Rhymes merch. It's available right now through Viper Records. So I appreciate the support. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The next announcement I have to make, BX for life. That's you know the deal, Jay. I'm a multi-genre artist and I'm a multi-borough New Yorker, man. I was born in Brooklyn. I lived in the BX from my grandmother's house, and I went back to Brooklyn, Bronx, Brooklyn, baby. That's the name of the song. And that's how my life was between those two boroughs right there, Brooklyn and the Bronx, baby. The Bronx, started my journey in hip hop. Went back to Brooklyn, honed in on my skills, and now I'm in LA. Go figure. Word. Oh, let me finish this. Pharaoh Monch, son. Where was I? Okay, another announcement. My band, Mother Fuzz. I know, Jay, you asked me about the other band. I don't have any announcements for Stillwell right now. I don't. Sorry for those that have been asking. I don't have any information for you right now, other than it's just a lot of little behind the scenes quiet things are happening, but it's nothing that I could talk about right now. So that's the deal with Stillwell, or the Stillwell family. But what I can talk about is my band, Mother Fuzz. We've been putting out singles. We already have a few out. The main single, which would be 3 Good Reasons, with my homie Scott, my homie Eric Lanhard. We got a new single dropping this Friday called Sometimes. It'll be streaming everywhere, so please do yourself a favor and do your boy Q a favor and definitely go and check out the new Mother Fuzz single dropping this Friday. It's called Sometimes. It's the current band that I'm just making magic with right now. We're releasing singles and getting the party started and moving forward. So that's the deal with Mother Fuzz. If you go to my main page, yes, I have the link. There's if you go to the main page on YouTube and scroll down, you'll see a circle for Mother Fuzz. If you go to my Instagram page, you will see the link in my bio, the ad in my bio, all of that good stuff. Mother Fuzz is out and about right now, so please do yourself a favor. This Friday, we got a brand new single, a beautiful song called Sometimes. You definitely need to check it out, and then we'll talk about it. And then the following Wednesday, the video will be dropping for that song. So get ready for some Mother Fuzz, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm loving this, baby. This is a lot of fun today, man. So before we close it out, first I want to say thank you. Thank you for those that gave to the Super Chat. Let me explain something about the Super Chat. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that. I really, really, you know what's up. You've been paying attention. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I want to talk to you about the Super Chats. The Super Chats mean a lot to me because I often get DMs or whenever I'm doing a live feed. Seeks, what's up, son? What up? Ladies and gentlemen, Seeks, one of the sickest artists on the planet. He designed the Medina Bridge album cover for me, man. He's a dope artist. I think you've done some other work for me. Oh, yeah, you designed the Vengeance is Mine remix joint. Ja, what up, son? What up? Salute to you. Seeks one. That's a sick artist right there. I love Seeks, man. So here's the deal. The Super Chats. Every once in a while in a chat, when I'm doing live or DM, people often ask me, how can I support you? The super chats is a direct support to me and everything that I'm doing. The money helps provide for the production, whether it's the live feed with all the equipment. As you can see, I got the board, mics, cameras, everything. And you guys are supporting me. And you got to understand, man, that's greatly appreciated. It means the world to me, man, because you believe in me. That shows that you believe in my movement and in what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And it means a lot. Not only that, it goes beyond. It helps for recording costs, production costs, because, you know, I got Scott Stallone involved on the recent production and mastering and all of that stuff. So your support helps qunique and currently Mother Fuzz move forward. Support it because you guys believe. So thank you for that. All right. It's not just in the ethos. It's not just like it keeps the train on the track. And that's and I appreciate it, man. It doesn't go through a label. There's no middlemen. There's no people grabbing in my pockets. It's not some streaming service just taken from me. You guys are going directly to me. And that's the whole point of this. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. Seriously, thank you very much. Much love to y'all, man. Much love to y'all. Thank you, Unicorn. I appreciate that. La Familia, of course, Jason. That's the dude. Jason, for those that don't know, homie Jason DeGaglia was there when I was getting started. He was one of the sickest B-boys on the block, one of the flyest dudes on the block. He was so ahead of everybody else. He was already fly when I was trying to get fly. He had the craziest B-boy moves on the block. That's one of my brothers right there, Jason DeGaglia. You get much love, baby. So, now, if for some reason right now the pockets is tight, I get it. I understand. We've all been there. Just you subscribing, hitting that notification also means a great deal because that means you'll be back. That means you'll be checking out everything that's going on my page, the music videos, the shorts, the pics, everything that I'm doing almost on a daily basis. It's there. And so thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all of that. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for watching the videos, hitting the likes, making dope comments, all of that. I truly appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. I love y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Like, I can't say it enough. It means, you know, when you take this kind of a journey, you don't know. You don't know what the outcome is going to be. And I'm still on the journey, still climbing. And you guys are climbing with me. You guys are, by showing that kind of support, you're showing that you got my back. And I could get emotional. I'm holding it back, man. It means more than what you could ever imagine. I know a lot of recording artists. I know a lot that have quit. And I know a lot that are trying to figure it out or don't know what to do. I'm just moving forward, baby. And I'm moving forward with y'all and your support. So thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so on that note, we are going to get into I'm going to hit the booth. I want to thank y'all. Let me get it going. I know Stutters likes me to get it going right away. So I'm going to hit the booth and let's join in the booth. Where are we at? Where are we at? Mike booth. There we go. Yeah, what up? We're gonna have some fun today. I'm gonna do an oldie but goodie. I'm actually gonna dedicate this to all the artists that I spoke about today. One Shot, qunique, Vengeance is Mine. Yeah, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, in front of your computer screen, put a number 1 up like this. Come on. till we top of the world, ma. Watch me make this climb. I'm locked in the grind and I ain't stopping till it's mine. I earn paper with breath control in the sampler, cause my son doesn't take no for an answer. Labels jerk me off so much. CEOs got hairy palms, a blind and he braille to touch. What the fuck? Yeah. It went from 13-3, but it hurts me to see. But that's the game, I don't take it personally. Never knew we split, my teammates was losing it. You know, that VH1 behind the music shit. Broken home, broken hearted. Life put me at the end of the story and said, homie, get it started. They waste time like 3 minutes on cell phones. About to move stock once that Wall Street bell tones. And walk tall like D-Block, lock it like C-Block. Ignorant, that's me not. I'm climbing till I see top. And I can't stop, almost empty with the clip and got one shot. They blocking the target with that whatnot. But yo, I'm aiming for the top, they in the wrong spot. I'm letting off, number one up, number one up, number one up, number one up. Rah! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is qunique. Thank y'all for joining me here, live at the lab. See y'all next week. Peace and love and thank you. See you soon. Salute. Peace.